Hi there, and welcome to GardenerBen.com. Today in our video segment we're going to show you how to save garlic that you've picked from your garden. And now this is a hardneck variety. This is our purple glazier variety. As you can see, it's got long green stems. There were bulbules at the top, but we have already cut those off and saved those for planting next season. Now all you're going to need today are some simple garden snips, and you're going to need a pair of household scissors to clean up the bulbs after you've separated them from the stems. So it's very simple to do, not a complicated process. You're going to take the bulb and you're going to want to look about right here, about an inch or two above the top of the head of the bulb on the neck, and that's where you're going to want to cut it to prevent any molding from growing around that area, because if you cut too close it's still wet and mildew and mold can grow, and you don't want that because it prevents germination and it can rot out your entire garlic bulb, because we have experienced that before. So again, about 2 inches above, snip it off. It looks pretty clean there. Snip this one off as well. Now if they're dirty around here, it doesn't have to be blanched white like this. It doesn't really matter. We're not going for a perfectly clean appearance, because after all it's just going to go back in the dirt eventually anyway. Now we do like to cut this stuff off right here. It's just easier for us. It's less messy when we're separating the bulbs. So you're going to take your scissors here and you're going to cut it. Try to cut it flat. If you don't get everything off, that's not a problem. And you want to cut it about like that. You can see here it's not completely down to the bottom of the roots, but it's still pretty clean cut, and most of them are, you know, cut down to a good size where it's manageable when you're separating it. You're going to want to do this on all of your garlic. It's just a really good way to help keep it clean and easy to separate once you get to that step. We're going to do it on all 3 of them here. Now notice this one's been chipped, probably from the harvesting process. It's okay if it's chipped. You're just not going to want to use that specific part of the garlic, because that part is not going to plant well. It's probably going to rot out, and it would not produce much at all. So we really don't recommend you use that part. But the rest of it is still good. As long as this doesn't rot, you're going to go ahead and use that to plant as well, because it'll plant just like any other garlic. So there you have it. They're ready to dry these. In our next segment we'll show you how to dry them. And then after drying, they're ready to plant if that's what season you're in. So thank you for watching, and have a great gardening experience.